Welcome to SDA Deer Meat Processing Plant. We're 2 employees strong and one's thinking about quitting. I reckon the only thing worse than not killing something is killing something, because that's when all the work begins. Well, as you can see here, bull rope's cutting his tenderloins into nice little biscuit-sized cutlets. And he trims that old silver membrane off, and I'm over at the same portion of front shoulder. If there's a more prized part of the deer than the back strap, I would not know what it would be. Here I bring the shoulder over. I'm starting on the back side of the shoulder, taking my blade, just skimming down the back side of the shoulder blade. And I'm getting ready to come up on a little T that's on the back side of the shoulder blade. You're getting ready to come up on it. There she is. You just got a working knife around that T. It sticks up about 1 inch, 3/4 inch. You just keep working your knife down the other side of it, down the shoulder blade. You just skim it off. That's some of the best meat too. It's tender on that back side. Cooks up real nice. Which all this shoulder meat is going in the brine pile. So I don't have to really take my time like I was going to cut roast or steaks out of it. Now right here I've dropped down to remove that muscle that crosses over the bone. This line is on top of the bone, which I'll follow all the way down to the shank. If you got a bigger or heavier cutting board, it'll help a lot. As you'll see, my cutting board keeps sliding around all over the place on that plastic table. But it makes it a whole lot easier. And you can do neater work with a heavier board. Now we're starting to follow the bone. Just cut your way down on top of it. Then you can take your blade and just start working down around the bone the best you can. I had to move back up where I quit at a while ago to remove that one little crossover muscle. Now I'm starting around cutting towards the front side of the shoulder blade. Just same thing, just kind of skim your knife along that shoulder blade. Once you get to this part, the bone and the shoulder blade and everything starts revealing exactly where you need to go. You just keep following that bone. The next thing you know, you'll have your knees under the table chewing on a deer burger. That's hard to beat, folks. Check this out, boys and girls. I want you to look what a backstrap bull rope's working on now. Man, oh man, wouldn't that be good on a biscuit? With a cup of coffee and a rat cartoon on a snowy morning. Man, somebody warm up the skillet, I'm getting hungry. You could also put this backstrap in a crock pot with some taters and onions and carrots, or maybe even in the oven. Same way. Man, that'd be good. Need to trim her up, I know that. Now here I've rolled my shoulder over and the front side of the shoulder sticking up now on the top. Same thing, I'm skimming my blade around the shoulder blade. Bull rope, is that a back strap or you filleting a fish? Man, look him skim that old silvery membrane off there. Ain't nothing to chew that stuff. You want to make sure you remove as much of that as you can. Now here I've stood my shoulder up on its edge. You get a little better angle at the front side of that shoulder blade. You just gotta keep working it, following the bones. As you see here, I decided to go ahead and trim off this muscle group. I'm cutting right down the edge of that shoulder blade just to get rid of these 2 muscle groups. But again, in a little trouble right here at the knee joint. The knee joint sticks out a little further. Cuts like a U around that knee joint. Once I take a peek back on the other side I've been working on, I can see exactly where I need to cut. When I lay it back down, you'll see it goes pretty smooth as you got her figured out. Here's the U-cut I keep talking about. Just take your knife and just go right around that edge of that bone. It's a blade duller. I slid off camera, sorry folks. But you can see it just keep following that muscle group right down through there. So you get it removed and throw it in the grind pile. Bull rope still working on his back straps. Looking good, bull rope, looking good. I know most people know about this part right here, but for the people that don't, this is a gland you gotta remove. If you eat that, you might go in a rut next fall. Maybe you can grow a horn and start rubbing on trees and stuff. It's best to remove it. Just whatever you do, don't cut it or bust it. If you're afraid you'll miss it or don't know what it looks like, the best way to describe it looks like the yolk off a fried egg. I'll lay it on the table here in a minute where you can get a good look at it. The ones on the hindquarters don't seem to be as big. I got another video coming out on straight in on. There it is. This kind of looks like a fried egg. You can't miss it. If you're still hanging with us, don't care hit that like button. And you subscribe if you want to. Now let's listen to a little country music. Well, you see, I got that muscle group off that shoulder blade treed up. And I'm back to following it right down the bone, working my knife down that bone. Once it's removed, you'll be able to see it and understand more about the way the bone runs. I left a little bit of meat on them bones, shoulder blade, which I'll go ahead and scrape that and put it in the grind pile. That's really some pretty good meat. This next cut's a little tricky around this other joint. How many knees does a deer have? I don't know. Some kind of joint you gotta kind of make it's kind of an odd cut. Once you make this cut right here, it should pretty much free most of your meat up off of your shoulder. It is a matter of grinding her in the hamburger. And there you go. You're done. For the most part, all you like now is the shank. Notice how much cleaner this next shoulder bone is. The only difference is I started on the front side of this one. Big difference. I've always started on the back. But from now on, I guess I'll be starting on the front. That's why a man should always pay attention, no matter how smart he is. He can always learn something. I think there are like 5 or maybe 6 little muscle groups in that shank. And it's pretty tough stuff, so the best way to deal with this is grind it if you can. If you just cut it up and stew it, you gotta cut it up and tenderize it an awful lot to get it eatable. Which dogs love it. Makes a good treat for your dogs if you have one. Speaking of dog treats, these bones right here make awful good dog treats. I got a video on it. where I made some out of some stewed bones. And I'm saving these, and I'm gonna try making their video. I got their idea how to make them even better, but the dogs love them. So we got dogs. I mean, you probably could hang it on the side of the barn or anything, let it air dry for a while. Solid up. Don't cheat your doggies. And it makes you feel good knowing that nothing really goes to waste on these deer. You've got to process the whole thing. Even their scraps I cook up and feed to my dogs. They'll be your best friend for days. Apparently here at the SDA you don't get no lunch breaks. With the sheriff's in town. Look at him come over chewing on me. The grinding and packaging is getting ready to start, so if you're interested, just hang around. Just like a couple more minutes, we'll be out of this thing. Bull ropes are really running it through there. Look at that, ground round, baby. I figure by the time you buy your truck, fuel, equipment, everything else, that's probably $100 a pound right there. Good stuff. So when you're sitting in your tree stand freezing and your nose looks like Rudolph, you're sitting there thinking, is this really worth it? If I say, well, yes, it is. Yes, it's worth it.
Refrigerator, don't put it off too much later. Time to clean the refrigerator. Time to clean the refrigerator. Time to clean the refrigerator. There's something really weird, and it looks like you're growing an alligator. Oh no, it's got me. The refrigerator has got me. I can't. Help! Help! It's trying to eat me. Help.
Thanks for watching.